Let's rewind to 1492, the year that changed the world. Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer, convinced Spain to back his plan to sail westward across the Atlantic Ocean. His goal, to find a faster route to Asia. But instead, on October 12, 1492, Columbus and his crew reached the Bahamas and became the first Europeans in over 1,000 years to set foot in the Americas. Now, before we continue, it's important to remember that indigenous peoples had lived in the Americas for thousands of years. But because Columbus was the first European to make it here, his voyages opened the door for massive European exploration and colonization of the New World. It was the start of a global transformation, a trade and conquest and disease and migration that would reshape continents and take a devastating toll on indigenous populations. For Europeans, it was the age of discovery. For Native Americans, it was the beginning of tragedy, resistance, and survival. Over the next several decades, European powers raced to claim and colonize as much of the New World as possible. Spain, Portugal, Britain, France, and the Netherlands established settlements and began extracting the wealth of the Americas, including the infamous riches of the Inca and Aztec empires. Meanwhile, diseases brought over from Europe devastated indigenous populations who'd never even seen a Spaniard. In the Americas, an estimated 90% of people died from diseases like smallpox and measles. As for Columbus, he actually never realized that he'd landed in the Americas. He spent most of his life believing that he was in India. But hey, you can't be right all the time, right? So let's just quickly go over what happened next. Because once Europeans caught wind that there was, quote, a new world out there, they were like, yo, let's go check it out. And so they did. And as more and more Europeans arrived in the Americas, the continents of the Old World and the New World began to merge in ways that we're still living with today. For more powerful history in 3 minutes, hit like, share, and subscribe. And remember, the more things change, the more they stay the same.